YouTubes, it's Tooty. Back to the pickups video. Channel update, news, events, upcoming events. Fucking roast again. Jesus Christ. Sunday, 2nd. Fucking 42 degrees nearly already. Yeah, it's Sunday and there's no. I didn't go to the booter again. Hold the front page. I didn't go. Yes, you heard it here. You heard it first. Heard it second probably actually. So I told Lewis at 4:30 this morning. I've done something to my neck yesterday. So inconspicuous you wouldn't even believe it. I dropped something on the floor, bent down, I leant over my chair the side, pick it up. I think it was a pen or something, I can't remember what it was. Something of nothing. Sat there, and I went to turn right and I was like, fucking hell. And then I couldn't turn right and the pain was ridiculous, so I started massaging it, doing all that kind of shit. Eventually loosened up a little bit, but it was just twinging all day yesterday. I was in bed early enough, got all my stuff ready for the booter. Woke up at 4:30 and I was just like, this still don't feel good. It's eased off a lot now because I've been on the old ibuprofen and some medicinal medicine, obviously medicinal medicine, obviously for medicinal purposes I should say. But yeah, I didn't go. No doubt it was absolutely outstanding, and I didn't go for a couple of reasons. Obviously the neck thing was, I was just like, it was just the icing on the cake to be honest. And I'll come to it in a bit. I've got Blackpool in less than 2 weeks. It's my wife's birthday next week. So I've just been paid, so it was like, you know, I've got to be a bit more, I've got to be sensible here. I've got to find 70 quid for me hotel. So the money that we took to booter today, that's paid for the hotel. So that's one less thing I've got to worry about. So yeah, I just have to be a bit more savvy. A couple of weeks ain't going to hurt anyway. This is a problem when sticking Blackpool in the middle of the summer, you see, because normally it's January, February, March. It's April time, isn't it? So yeah, it kind of misses out the whole of that sort of booting season, and I think it's probably just at the start, yeah, because end of March, isn't it? Booter starts Easter time. So yeah, it's only if it's even on generally. Then it depends what the weather's like, but putting it in the middle just kind of cocks things up a little bit for me, because I say there's a lot of stuff goes on during the summer, like birthdays and all that kind of shit. So yeah, I'm I'm not as fussed as I thought would be. I've got a load of jobs done this morning, mowing lawns, all kind of boring shit. And I said, basically, just stashed away enough to pay for my hotel. So like I said, one less thing to worry about, and just got to find some spends, etc. Because I don't want to be getting to the 14th Friday and you know, only having a handful of change, or whatever. That's just not. Yeah, because I look forward to Blackpool. It's one weekend away. So yeah. Anyway, we have got some pickups, some grabs, some from the usual, and some from the unusual. Not the unusual, but unusual for me anyway. So I'll do that first, off of the eBay. And I say it's not very often I get stuff from eBay. The odd one item here, there, you know, nothing major. There was a chap who was selling bundles of these, and I could see what he was doing with some of them, because they're all like, you know, 3 issues bundled together, and they're all like consecutive issues or whatever. And there's this one here that was just completely out of the left field. It was like 2 that were together, then this one. So I've grabbed me another copy, not another copy because I haven't got this one, but I've grabbed me another copy that I need of the Mighty Super Play. This one's number 44, so I'm down to the last 7, I believe. There's one in the 30s, there's only one in the 30s, and I think it's 36, and then the rest are all the latter ones. So 7 between, I think it's 52 issues, 7 of them between 40 and 52, I can't remember what they are. I've got them on my phone anyway. But yeah, he had this bundled with something like 16 and 17 and then 44. I said, oh, would you do this on its own? He said, oh, make me an offer. I said, a tenner. He come back and say, he goes, I'll do a tenner if you pay the postage. I think like £12.50, something like that. So not bad. probably about the going rate-ish, about 10 now for especially the sort of later ones, because they're a bit more, bizarrely, you'd think the early ones would be more sought after, but the latter ones, because I think a lot of people stopped buying them. I certainly did, unfortunately. Yeah, they're a bit more hard to come by. I wouldn't say rare, but you know, they just don't see them. I'm sure they're out there, but I think people just keep hold of them. I know Alex is trying to hunt all them down. I'm not sure how many he needs. I'm down to the last 6 or 7. I think he's 7 I need. But yeah, this is quite an interesting one, because I had a flick through it, but it starts to talk about the N64 a hell of a lot. Really starts to reference and push it. I'll just quickly show you. Yeah, see, look, Shadows of the Empire. Talk about Shadows. I think there's a bit in Turok. I think there's a sneak peek of Turok, bizarrely. It looks absolutely awful, the screenshots. Yeah, here you go, look. Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. Whoa. So it's like a big deal, but I mean, some of the screenshots, I don't know if you can see them, look absolutely terrible. Oh, you know, but back in the day, you probably would have got really excited about that, you know. Yeah, it's just... And you can tell that the SNES was coming to the end of its life. There's a bit in there that I say I hadn't seen before, called Bargain Basement, where, you know, I think they're struggling for content a little bit, and they start listing shops, online shops, that are selling games off cheap and stuff like that, which is a bit. You know, they wouldn't bother doing that back in the early days in its heyday. But yeah, I say it's still nice to get anyway, nonetheless. Lights up and down. I do apologise. So I'm going to talk about Blackpool at the end anyway. So we'll get the finds, get the grabs out of the way. This I purchased off of, it was Retro Realm. I forgot where I got it from because I was trying to find the guy to say thank you. It is a Sega title. Not too many points. No points for guessing. Not too many points. No points for guessing which Sega system it is. But yeah, I thought it's got to be on Galaxy Sega, wasn't it? It was on Retro Realm. It did me a right deal on it actually, £22.50. Probably about the going rate, a little bit under. It is missing the front cover. I have got a case for this, but it doesn't mean sacrificing the game. So if anyone's got, I'll come to it afterwards. The game in question is Street Fighter the movie. So this is the only PAL game that come in what would be classed as the American style Saturn cases. So these big plastic ones, and obviously the instructions are the insert. Now, so the American ones, so it's the only PAL one that come in this style. The American ones all come in this style. Also, the American Sega CD games come in this exact same case as well. So I've got 3 of them. I've got Demolition Man, I've got Cliffhanger, and I've got Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. So I could sort of cannibalise one of them to backfill this. When I think of looking at what's the most sort of valuable at M3, bizarrely, at least valuable, bizarrely, it's Cliffhanger. Demolition Man actually works. It's gone up in price, about 50 quid game. I didn't pay that much for all 3 of them. I think I probably paid 25 quid for 3 of them. That was from Revival. From the Retro Lords. Bobby. But anyway, I'm going off topic. So, basically, if anyone's got a sports game or, you know, one of these cases that they don't need, or even just the front, hit me up. I say it's usually American, NTSC, US, Sega CD and or Sega Saturn. There's a couple online, like I can buy like a sports one at NHL or NBA or whatever for about 8 quid, which I don't want to pay 8 quid for a case really. But yeah, if I have to, I will. Because I don't really fancy nobbling one of them other games. If there's been a sports game, I would do. But yeah, even the one that's sold recently online, the case was all smashed, so you'd have to replace the case on that one anyway. So. Right, let's have a bit of this then. Baby, I'm hot just like an oven. very small CX section, if you like. Not many pickups from CX. Obviously, all needed to a certain degree. I have got some credit that's kind of burning hole. I'm being quite good actually overall, because I'm not just fucking waxing the money. I'm waiting for certain titles. There's one on there I do need, but I don't just want to buy one because I want to take advantage of the postage. So I'm just waiting for another one or two, just at the right price. Just waiting to sort of see if they appear. It'll probably get to the point where I'll just I'll bite the bullet and I'll just get the one that I definitely want, and then another one that I do need. Yeah, so looking at that like £30 mark now for some of the games. But very quickly, I upgraded my copy of Parodius, so you can see still got a little bit of scrawlage, but nowhere near as bad as the other one. Still no manual. So this again, there's another one of these I could technically order to see if I can, you know, get a manual out of it. I'm a bit loathed because I've had about 3 copies of this now, so I tend to sort of think, oh, for fuck's sake, I'll give it a rest. Come back, hopefully let them ones bleed out the system and come back to it. Yeah, so the only problem with that one is it's got a bit just at the top there. It's not really scrawled, it's just been gouged, which again is another failing of the wonderful second cases. And then 3 of the titles, and that's it. That's it for the pickups. So, cheap and cheerful one. I've been after for ages. It's been on their mint. I think the mint copies a tenner. The box version, which this is, was a £5. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and it's the mighty and the late great Jonah Lamu Rugby. Yeah, it's Jonah Lamu, not Jonah Lambu. And it's a nice hard case. Can't see anything wrong with this at all whatsoever. It's in fantastic condition. It's even got. So the manual's, yeah, not been looked at, and it's got like a nice little, kind of like an English guide to rugby, which I probably need to read up on. But I thought that's got. I bet there's not many of them have got that. I haven't said that, but everyone's got it because no one will probably fucking bought it or used them. But yeah, again, the wonders of CEX and their box and mint. Right, this one again, I think this might be a Saturn exclusive. I don't recall seeing this on the PlayStation. Could be wrong. Oh, for fuck's sake, can you see that? It's gone up to 45 now. Just tilt it up a little bit. Can you see it? 45 degrees. Anyway, it's not in the best condition. Again, there's another copy on CEX. So if I was really that fussed, I could buy it. It's just got a little bit of edge wear. Probably live with it, to be honest. A few scuffs. Just like a very honest satin case. And it's Battle Monsters. So this is an Acclaim game, but it's Naxat software. So I've never heard of this. So it looks like, again, cadging onto the back of the 2D fighters, beat 'em ups. Greek mythology. Looks a bit like Primal Rage with that. I don't know if it's stop motion go or stop motion go, stop caption. I don't fucking you know what I mean. Motion stop capture. Shut up, Stu. Shut up, you twat. But I tell you what, it's been, the manual's been looked through, so someone's really put some probably effort into reading all the moves. I'm guessing the moves are in here and stuff. Who reads a manual anyway? Yeah, all the moves are in here. So someone's, you know, put a bit of effort, and I like that. So yeah, I don't know anything about it. He looks very Sub-Zero-esque. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that was part of it. He looks like a skeletal predator, and obviously that's Medusa. Yeah, I'm sure I went out with her once when I was younger. Just reading through it. It doesn't mention that in Mortal Kombat. There's Rumble in Hell, and you're invited. 12 psychotic monsters, fist fight and fang. No, fight, fist and fang in the darkest, goriest head-to-head combat ever. In bone-chilling, interactive, multi-level environments, the beasts of the undead trade clawfuls of sickening super moves in their bid to rule the underworld. Overflowing guts, drool, and slime. Battle monsters in multi-hit, mid-air fighting, blood lust, feeding lucky freak. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. And then the last one, again, one I got confused with. I mentioned this last video when I was speaking to Lewis at Super Retro Games Fair. He said to me, no, it's not that. It's not what you think it is. So they had it on there. Do you know what? Again, a few little scuffs on the case. Leave it at that. It's all complete. Very little edge wear from the spines. Dark Saviour. So yeah, don't be fooled like I did. I thought it was a one-on-one beat 'em up style thing. A bit like Toshinden and stuff like that. It's not. It's actually 3D isometric adventure / RPG. Fucking melting, like a fucking melted belly. It's all complete. Very nice. Actually, inside really nice condition. So I can't argue with that. A little bit of, again, just like that gouging at the bottom. See it? So that's it. That's it. I'm gonna have a very, say quick, famous last words from me. Chat about Blackpool. So 15th and 16th at the Norbreck, Play Expo Blackpool. I will be going up on the Friday, as I'm sure there will be numerous other tubers for our inaugural Friday piss up, which ends up being an absolute laugh. It really is probably for a lot of people it's the highlight of it. So yeah, if it's not doing anything, yeah, it's not doing anything, just come up to Blackpool. But you know what I mean. If you're unsure. If you still haven't booked your hotel, I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about tickets for the event and just roll up on the day and pay on the door, to be honest. It's not a mad one like Manchester. You're not going to be queuing for, you know, it's not going to be a sort of fucking queue from hell to get in. Not that I'll queue anyway. Fuck that. Got the sweat stinging in my eyes. But yeah, so the actual event itself, I say it's. I was looking at it, and they've kind of. I think they're beefing it out a little bit more as well. It looks like there's a lot more stuff going on than in previous years. So we shall wait. Maybe they've listened to some of the comments and some of the feedback, hopefully, and there'll be more trailers there. Less sort of. They had a lot of computer stuff, didn't they? Do you remember the last couple of years? It's all like selling Martin keyboards and fucking swords and the elusive fudge, and more fucking fudge stores than there was retro gaming vendors. So hopefully they've listened to people, and that's been altered and been changed. But yeah, back to the Friday. So we all just pile up to the Norbreck. Usually we bring a bag of trade, bag of fodder that you want to flog on or trade on or whatever. So I'll bring some stuff, no doubt. I'll have a sort and a rummage through. Probably not as much as in previous years, because again, what do you want, July, August, the month after, I'll be at Doncaster, so I'll be standing at Doncaster. So I'm not obviously going to, you know, take all my stuff up there, because there's no point. You know, I love obviously always look after people. I always do, and I always have done in the past. But I've got to keep one eye on Doncaster. But I say it's just a great laugh. It really, really is on the Friday night. So if you're on the fence, you're a little bit unsure. You know, I don't know if you're on your own or whatever. Come up, honestly. Come say hello to me, and you know, I'll buy you a beer or whatever you want, and you'll soon get in the flow, and everyone will start talking to you.
They found a large amount of rufalin in your system. Rufalin? Roofies? Commonly known as the date rape drug?
What did you say? I was raped last night?
Actually. I don't think so. But someone did slip you the drug. I'm not surprised you don't remember anything.
Doc, none of us can remember anything from last night. Remember?
Loads of people that will vouch for it. Lee, Calling All Nerds, Big Mike Houlihan. You know, I bumped into him last year, so we've been chatting. He's hooked me up with a few things with a PS4 when I had the PS4. So thanks, Mike. Hopefully see you at Blackpool. I will probably look to do another video maybe next week. I don't see the point in doing one literally like the week before going, because by that time I think if anyone's going to be going, they're going to be going anyway. So it'll be, like I say, this one, and then probably a bigger another sort of shout out or reminder, next week for Blackpool, and if the weather's anything like this, it's going to be absolutely smashing. I'll go up in my flip-flops and my shorts. I'll probably leave the wife beat and the Bruce Willis. I don't think I'll be brave enough to walk around like that. But as I say, there's a lot of great people going, as per usual. Some familiar faces, some new faces. Bit of change of plan for me. I'll be going up, I did mention before, I think I did, I was going to go up with Ocarina Fella and Dal, the Retro Godfather. That's now altered, unfortunately. Carl, Ocarina Fella's got some work commitments, which threw a spanner in the works. I say, especially for the Friday night, 'cause that probably wouldn't have been a goer. But also, obviously, got like a flying visit into Rich Turner. I have to go and see Rich because he has to do me some ham and cheese sandwiches. And we've got a little bit of something going on. Not like that. I'm a married man, but me and Rich have got something in the works that I obviously need to get sorted before going up. So, the wonderful, the mighty, the Bugmeister himself. I dropped him a message because I knew he was travelling up, and I wasn't sure how. I know in the past he's gone up on the slow coach, but he's obviously driving up now. So I sort of said, look, can I catch you lift halfway, sky you some petrol money, give you a bit of company. Probably didn't want my company. He probably said, well, as long as you sit in the back and don't talk, I'll give you a lift. But no, Chris Novabug, he's been an absolute fucking godsend, and he's gone, yeah, no worries, I'm going to go up there anyway. So I say, so he apps him out, apps me out. He's coming back at the same time, you know, Sunday afternoon, same as me. So absolutely superb. So yeah, again, I know I've said it already, Chris, but you've done me a solid here, mate. Really have. If I had any, you know, Amstrad stuff, where's my mouthwash? You could have had it. I don't think I've got anything. I don't think you've got anything you would want. Obviously, the least I will do is pay some fuel money. So I say, great guys, everybody that's going to be attending. You know, you all know that. And again, if you're in any doubt, unsure, oh, I don't know, just come along, and it will make you feel welcome. I know. Also, on the flip side to that, although it's probably not for me to say because I won't be doing this, but maybe a bit of a mini shout out. I don't know, a certain individual doesn't like to think that I'm not organising it, but he organises it. The usual, not the usual, but there's a crowd, if you like, that are going to go to Arcade Club. I think sort of after, yeah, probably halfway, mid to late afternoon on the Saturday. So if anybody who's not been to Arcade Club is thinking about going to Blackpool, but think, oh, I'd like to go to Arcade Club, there's an option there, and I'm sure any of the lads that will go in, and if they're driving, if there's space in the cars, they'll gladly give you a lift. So that's another option. You know, opens that avenue for you to go to Arcade Club if you haven't been. It was absolutely amazing. It's a brilliant place. So yeah, there's a lot of, you know, lot of things going on, I think, on that weekend. I'll be sort of knocking about Blackpool and stuff, supping beers, being leery and loud and gobby and drunk and being a twat as per usual, but enjoying myself nonetheless. Probably spending way too much money and buying more games that, yet again, I don't need. But hey, that's what we tune in for. So I'm done now because I'm fucking baking. Yes, it's eased off. It's levelled out at 45. Take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.